Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their football this Sunday. I know that we didn't expect a few teams to win, but Big Show Sports Podcast with Kelston Jones. But before we get into the scores of the NFL, I want to say a quick shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, he did a very good job. He tried to bring his team back. It wasn't a bad loss, so it's nothing to hang your head on. So just got to continue to improve. So the Bengals, they didn't look bad at all today. I can honestly admit that the Bengals did not look bad. So we're doing a kind of a late podcast. I just wanted to make sure all the games went final before I came on the air. So let's dive into all the games today. We're going to start off with the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Cam Newton, he looked it pretty good. He looked it fresh. He didn't look nervous. He went out there and performed. He did really, really well. So I can't say anything negative about Cam Newton's game today. He was fresh. He was good. So I hope he continued to stay healthy and get New England over the hump. They won today 21-11 over the Miami Dolphins. And let's talk the Dolphins right quick. We have time. Fitzpatrick, he didn't have a good game at all. I'm hoping maybe soon the Dolphins can look into probably getting Tua some reps, get him into the game, because Fitzpatrick is not the answer for the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. I do not believe so. I think they should go ahead and give Tua some time, let him practice, let him get on the center, let him get a feel for the game, and give this man an opportunity, because I believe he deserves it. So if Miami want to do something and go for it, I think they need to give Tua the opportunity, because I would love to see Joe Burrow and Tua make some great games, maybe some great rivalries. So look into it, Dolphins, and try to get this man some reps, because Fitzpatrick is not going to get y'all over the hump. Next game, the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones was completely shut out. He was shut out. You got to think about it. The Seahawks, they have good cornerbacks that can match up against your best wide receivers. And it showed. Matt Ryan, he did not play bad at all. Matt Ryan, he will give you the points. He will give you a great game, but you have to win these games, especially a game like this. You have to win games like this. So whatever Atlanta has going on, it needs to get fixed really fast, because you have great wide receivers in Atlanta. You have a good running game with Tyler Gurley. So I don't understand the way the game went for Atlanta. I think Atlanta should have won, but they didn't do it. They didn't come through and win the game. So Atlanta just have a few things to work out so they can get these wins, and hopefully Atlanta can get into the playoffs and make some noise this year with the team that they have. So it's still early on in the season. It's not late. So I know a lot of teams, a lot of players were kind of nervous today to get the kinks out and just see where your team is going to be at this year. So Atlanta is no need to put their head down. The first game of the season, but the Seahawks had their way, 38-25. Russell Wilson, he looked great. He looked great. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he had to do. He got the ball out. He played well. Didn't get hurt. He's healthy. He looked like he will be, to me, in a running for the MVP. But the Seahawks won 38-25. So let's dig into the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This game, it didn't go according to where I wanted to go. I really thought the Bills would run away with this game, but that didn't happen. The Jets hung in. They fought hard. They didn't give up. They lost 17-27. So I was looking for a blowout game, but it didn't happen. Josh Allen, he got to continue to develop. If he continues doing what he's doing, he will be a top 20 quarterback if he can keep going and keep playing the way he's playing. And they beat the Jets 27-17. And the Bears and the Detroit Lions, man, we're digging in. We're going deep. The Lions, I picked them to win, but they didn't. But it was a close game. It was a great game. It was one of those games to where if the fans was there, it would feel like a playoff atmosphere. But the Bears won 27-23. It was a great game. So it's nothing negative that I can talk about with this game because I watched a lot. I watched all the games today, so I didn't sit and watch only one game. I watched every game. So, like I said, I picked the Lions to win, but it didn't happen. The Bears won 27-23. So let's go into Green Bay. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Aaron Rodgers is that man. He is that guy. He will win his third MVP. If he keeps playing the way he is playing, the way he done today, put up 43-34. If this man can continue to do what he's doing, he will get his third MVP. Aaron Rodgers, they beat Minnesota 43-34. So let's go to the Eagles in Washington. This was the game that I said, hey, the Eagles have it. The Eagles have too much talent. But you know what? I thought wrong. I overlooked Washington. That pass rush, I said in another podcast a few days ago, I said, watch out for the Redskins defensive line and the Eagles offensive line. The Redskins defensive line had their way. 8 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. 8 sacks. So the Washington football team, are they for real? Are they for real? We don't know. Like I said, it's been only one game. We can't go off only one game and say, oh, they're going to run that division. We can't say that yet because we don't know about the New York Football Giants. We will find out about them Monday night. But the Washington Redskins won 27-17. The Las Vegas Raiders. That was also a great game. I want to tell everybody that was a great game. If you didn't watch any other game, I hope y'all paid close attention to this game. The Raiders, of course, they won 34-30 in Teddy Bridgewater. David Carr, he has more of a chip on his shoulder than Teddy Bridgewater does. We know what Teddy Bridgewater can do when he's healthy, but you have to get a player like Teddy Bridgewater. You have to get him weapons. You have to give him receivers. You have to get him a line. You have to protect him. If you don't protect him, it's not going to be nice. It's going to be ugly, and it's not going to be pretty. So the Jaguars won. The Panthers lost the game 34-30, but it was a good game. It wasn't a boring game. But like I said, it was a lot of games today that I picked. I overlooked a lot of teams. So the Raiders won the game. So hopefully the Raiders can continue to push forward, and hopefully they can get a playoff run. And the Ravens, we're going to go to the Jaguars and Colts in a few minutes, but I want to talk about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he is something special. He is phenomenal. He is a good cornerback. I can't say great yet because he hasn't won a playoff game yet, but I think this is the year that he will win a playoff game. But the way these Ravens play today, if they can continue to get better and to improve, the Ravens will be the team to beat in that division. These guys put up 38 points. I know it's the Browns, but the Ravens came to play. The Ravens have to continue to play like this week in and week out. If they can, they will be a force to be reckoned with. They won 38-6. And the Bengals and Chargers, we spoke about that game already. I was very proud of Joe Burrow. If he continue, I'm telling you, if he can continue to lead his team, and again, stay healthy, don't force anything, Joe Burrow, he will be a top 10 quarterback in no time. But like I said, it's only his first game. We're gonna give him some more time. I say maybe 3 to 5 years. He should be a superstar by then. So let's dig into more. That the Jaguars and the Colts, another game I overlooked. I said the Colts will have the way against Jacksonville. Jacksonville had a bunch of nobodies, but I was proved wrong. And Jacksonville won that game 27-20. Phillip Rivers, I hate to say it, but he's on the decline. He is not the only quarterback I've seen like that today, but he is on the decline, and it's not looking good. So let's go to the Saints and the Buccaneers. That was one of my games of the week. The Saints, of course, they beat the Buccaneers 34-23. Drew Brees, what can I say about him? He is a great quarterback. He is a Hall of Famer for sure. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He got all kinds of records. He is the man. But can we call him a GOAT? How? We can't call him a GOAT yet. For as I'm concerned, and for as I see, I'm not gonna call him the GOAT yet, but he is great. He's up there with the best. He's a top 5 quarterback. If I say he's not top 5 or top 10, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's there. He's with them. He's with those guys. So Drew Brees, he didn't look sluggish. But I'm gonna tell you who looks sluggish. Tom Brady. Tom Brady looked like a man that was lost. He didn't know. The ball was just flying all over the field. I think Tom Brady, he should have retired with the Patriots. I don't think he should have played, but it's like he has something to prove, but he really doesn't. I don't understand why he went to Tampa Bay. I don't understand the decision behind that. I think he should have retired and just took his legacy and went out as a champion, but he did not do that. He's with Tampa. You have a few weapons, but it's a new system. It's a new team. It's a new location. So it's something new for him. So let's see what Tom Brady can do down the road. If he can't improve or he can't get better, Tampa Bay need to start looking at Josh Rosen and getting him some snaps and get these guys some snaps because you don't know what was really going on with Tom Brady. He did not look good out there today. The Cardinals and the 49ers. The Cardinals won that game 24-20. I didn't get an opportunity to watch that game today as I watched the other games because I had a lot of things going on today. But the Cardinals, from what I understand, they looked pretty good. So they beat the 49ers 24-20. And I know Seattle Seahawks like that. And the Rams and the Cowboys. I did watch that game. Let me tell you something, and this is going to be the thing that people need to understand. The Dallas Cowboys, they got to protect Dak Prescott. If you don't protect him, he will not make it through the season. Aaron Donald slung around like a rag doll. You got to protect your quarterback. You have to protect your quarterback. Dallas was supposed to have one of the greatest offensive lines, but you know what? If you don't protect your quarterback, it's not going to be pretty for Dallas. Because, like I said before, this is a make and break season for the Dallas Cowboys. Not only the Dallas Cowboys, but Dak Prescott. If you want to get paid like the best, you have to play like the best. You have to prove it. But like I said earlier, it's only one game. It's only one game. A lot of these guys, you have to shake the cobwebs off. You have to find a way to improve. If you want to get paid, like I said, like the best, you have to perform like the best. You have 3 good wide receivers. There is no reason why the Cowboys shouldn't have took care of business today. So the excuses they have to stop for Dallas. How are they America's team? You have to show us why are you America's team. And, Jerry Jones, he's a good owner, but things are going to have to happen for Dallas in order for Dallas to get better and to continue to go forward. But you have to protect your quarterback because, like I said, he was on the ground a lot today. If you don't protect him, he is not going to make it through the season. So you got to protect your quarterback. If you don't, it's going to be a long season for the Dallas Cowboys. But I hate to say it, but I will. If Dallas don't make the playoffs, it will be a lot of moving around in the offseason for Dallas. Because Jerry Jones doesn't mind letting people go. He doesn't mind. So Dallas is going to have to find a way to win games and start getting better as the season goes. So we're going to see how Dallas go next week. But let's talk about. I know it's kind of early, but let's talk about MVPs in the NFL right now. I have my four. I have, of course, Patrick Mahomes as a candidate, Russell Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers and Christian McCaffrey. Those are my four MVP picks right now. You know, things can change over the next 2 days, next few weeks. So we're gonna see what. One thing about it, I know a lot of people they're hoping Aaron Rodgers can get the MVP, and I know I'm not the only one. You know, if he get it, I would love to see it. But what I really want to see is Aaron Rodgers win one more Super Bowl. One more. So let's get on to the Monday night games. We have two two great games. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. That game, I'm going to go ahead and give you my prediction for that game. The Giants is not going to win that game. Pittsburgh is back, I believe. Ben Roethlisberger, he does look good. He looked like a man on a mission. So I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will run away with this game. I'm going to give it maybe a 27-10 victory for the Steelers because Big Ben, he looks like a man on a mission. And the second game is the Titans and the Broncos. Another good game, could be close. Von Miller's out, so he's out for the year. So we're going to see what the Broncos can do. And their quarterback, he could be a star. He could be a star in the league in the next 2 years. So we're going to see how that game will play out tomorrow. And I'm interested in that game, but I will be watching the Pittsburgh and the Giants game a little bit close. So let's talk about the games for next week while the schedule is loading up right now. But let's not forget that, you know, with the coronavirus, it was weird today looking at the games because the fans wasn't there. I know Jacksonville had a few fans today, and that was cool to see. But we have to get better at letting the fans come back into the stadiums because, man, it's really weird not seeing the fans in the games. So let's get ready for Thursday night, September 17th. Should be an interesting game. Baker Mayfield versus Joe Burrow. It's going to be a good game Thursday night. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Not because I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. It's Joe Burrow. He's a rookie. The verdict is still out on him. We know what Baker Mayfield can do when he's healthy and when he's focused. If he can stay focused, the Browns could be a dangerous team. So let's see Thursday. Let's not go and go crazy. Oh, Joe Burrow. Let's take it one step at a time for Joe Burrow. But it's going to be a good game Thursday night. Bengals versus the Browns, and that game will be Thursday, 7:20 p.m. And let's go to Sunday, September 20th. Another good game. Keep your eye on this game. The Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Interesting game. That should be a game of the week. And the Patriots and the Seahawks. I'm watching that game. That game will be Sunday night. That will be a great game. Seahawks, Patriots, Cam Newton versus Russell Wilson. It should be a fantastic game next week, Sunday night. Giants, Bears, another good game. These are the 12 o'clock games. Giants, Bears. You have the Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's give you a prediction. Giants, Bears. For what I saw with the Bears today, it could have been better, but I'm going to go with the Giants with this game. But I haven't seen the Giants play. But I think the Giants will beat Chicago Sunday. I'm not saying they're going to beat Pittsburgh tomorrow because that's not going to happen. They'll beat Chicago Sunday. Falcons, Cowboys. It's no way, Cowboys. You're going to be 0-2. Falcons, you're going to get your first win. You're going to be 1-1. You're going to beat the Cowboys. Lions and Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, he's the man. He's that man that your mama always warned you about. They will win that game. They will be 2-0. Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. I overlooked the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I'm still not sold on them yet. That victory will go to the Tennessee Titans. The Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, Phillip Rivers, he looked out of it. He didn't look like the complete guy that we're used to seeing. We know he declined some. He went down some in his game. You got Brissett back there. He did a good job last year. I think he should have came in the game and maybe got the Colts to a victory. But they're playing Minnesota. Minnesota is hungry. They're great. They're good. They're not a slouch. So Minnesota will win that game. Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins, they didn't look bad neither, but they're going to go 0-2, okay? The Bills will take care of business. The Bills will be 2-0. They will beat the Miami Dolphins and the 49ers and the Jets. Both teams lost, okay? 49ers, you haven't been losing to the Cardinals in the first place, but the Cardinals is in a slouch. They have offensive firepower, so the 49ers, they're going to rebound. They're going to beat the Jets. Okay, and they might win their division. The 49ers will beat the Jets. The Rams, Eagles, they let me down. They let a lot of people down today. So, Eagle fans, where are you at? What happened? You collapsed. The Washington Redskins, they showed up and showed out. So, the Washington Redskins, they showed out. And so, we're going to see how the Eagles will rebound from that game. But the Rams will win that game. And the Panthers and the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, I didn't know where he was. I didn't know what happened to him. He was throwing the ball all over the place today. That cannot happen in this division. You have to play better. If you can't play better, somebody is going to have to be benched. You got to bring in Josh Rosen or something. The running game, it showed great things. So let's see what can happen next week. But I'm going with the Buccaneers to get themselves together. They will beat the Panthers. The Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals, somebody will be 2-0. And guess what? It's going to be the Cardinals. The Cardinals will beat the Washington football team. The Chiefs and the Chargers, a 325 game. I can't go against Patrick Mahomes. I'll be a fool. The Chargers don't got enough firepower to stop him and Hill and that great tight end they have, and also that good rookie running back. I want to talk about him real soon. The Chiefs will go 2-0. They will beat the Chargers. The Ravens, Texans, it's going to be Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson. So that game could go either way, but it's not because the Texans will lose that game to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is just too much. And Monday night game, the New Orleans Saints versus the Los Angeles Raiders. That game will be good. It's going to be on ESPN Monday night. It's going to be a good game, but the Saints will win that game. Mark my words, the Saints will win that game. And you wonder why? You should have saw the game. You will see why. Kamara got his contract. He's good. He's happy. The Saints will win that game, so don't even worry about that. So let's get to some NFL news right quick. But I also want to say I was with Justin Jefferson. I had high hopes for him today, but it didn't happen for him. He didn't do too well, but he did what he had to do for his team. It wasn't a great game for him, but it was a mediocre game. So we're going to see what he can do. But from the Eagles standpoint, I kind of understand why they probably lost. Miles Sanders didn't make a reason why they didn't win. But I'm very high also on Chase Young. He's very fast. He can get off that line pretty good. He's going to be a star, a superstar in the league real soon. I give him time to develop and get better because you're a rookie your first year. A lot of things is expected of you. So take your time with the rookies. and we're going to see how far he can go. So we're going to leave that alone for the NFL talk. We gave you all the scores and gave you the games for next week, but we have to be careful again with this coronavirus. I know. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. Who does? But it's gonna get better real soon for everybody, so we can get back into the stadiums and have a blast. Let's get to some top headlines real quick in the NFL. Tom Brady, terrible turnovers, 2 interceptions. But that's it, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Big Shot Sports Podcast. Thank you.